Justin Tokarski, the goaltender to our left, has not lost the game as a member of the Charlotte Checkers. He's 3-0 in the playoffs with a .974, and oh, by the way, a .77 goals against average. That's pretty good. To our right, the winning goaltender of yesterday's game, plays again back-to-back. Oscar Dance was the winner in yesterday's contest, making 35 of 38 in the 4-3 win. And it is the Wolves who win the face-off at center ice. Nick Hague down the near boards, rolls it in. Tokarski will try to play it. It bounced away from him. No harm done there as Jake Bean, a defense, kicks it to Roland McEwen, is the defense partner. The chant early on, it's "Let's go Checkers." They try to escape the zone. It's McEwen again on his backhand. Challenged by Gage Quinney to the near side, and Andrew Podorowski, who had a goal in the previous game. He'll fire it in. It would have been an icing. Good skate by Sarla. Gets control of it to negate that icing as he's on the left wing side. Around to Morgan Geekie. Beat to the puck by Hague. Then bumped off the puck, and a good shoulder by Geekie in the corner again. We played 40 seconds now of game two. The Checkers and the Wolves going at it in front of a jammed crowd here in the Coliseum. Yesterday was the record-breaking crowd for the Checkers in game one. It was electric in the building. Didier on the near point, rolling it off the dasher. Does come free, and Quinney wants the red line to make a change and get the puck in deep. It's taken over by the Checkers. A complete change made by the Wolves. The Checkers likewise with their forwards. Here's Trevor Carrick, then to Didier, and he'll knife it in. Tomas Jurko going after it, the centerman Patrick Brown, the winger Martin Necas. It's Chicago right to left in the first period, Charlotte left to right, and it's back in the Charlotte zone. And there is Didier. He'll tap it over as now Brown, the captain, then to Jurko, the Slovak, out to center ice. Played by Bischoff, right to the right of Tokarski. He'll leave it on a tee, and then sent for his defense, and the puck rolls around to the right shot. Martin Necas, cross-ice pass, a good one. Jurko's in with Brown, leaves it for him. Back for Jurko, circling the goal out in front. They can't get it to go, and the first good chance, and the Checkers just had that one elude them.
I think the biggest thing for us, and we talked about it after game one, we lose that overtime game, is listen, like we're in the finals. Let's not panic. We played a good game, I thought, in game one. We just couldn't score at times. We lose in overtime off a bounce that they got. So let's respond. And our guys did a good job of that all year long. Whether we lose the game and come back or lose two and come back, we didn't have many losing streaks. So we responded to a lot of the adversity throughout the playoffs, and we did a good job here in game two.
Yeah, it was a big one too. I mean, the one we lost in overtime was kind of I don't know. I would say unlucky a little bit. We played so good that first game, and they pulled it out. But I mean, all year long we played so good. The second game when we lost the first game, we were playing so good in the second game. So we knew again we didn't want to be down 2-0 in the series. So we were ready for that game.
Yeah, I mean, I think going into it, it's just kind of weird not having played them in the past, not having played them all year long. I mean, there's definitely a bit of a feel-out process, I think, both ways when you get to the finals. And I think we were very confident no matter what. Obviously, you talk to different guys on different teams and things, but there's nothing like going into that game one, with your own bench and feeling that out. So we were confident. But it was definitely different seeing a team that we had never played throughout the year.
Pretty much the whole playoffs, the crowd was insane, and just the atmosphere in the building was absolutely crazy. It was so hot outside, and everyone was packing into a hockey rink. It was pretty cool. It was a lot of fun to be a part of, and something I'll remember forever.
Dylan Coughlin waits again. Now marches right to left. So Chicago in the man advantage for 135 more as they race in the Charlotte zone. On the PK, Josiah Didier in the corner, trying to work it free out there with Hayden Fleury, kept in the point. McKenzie wants the puck. Now held on by Daniel Carr. Fired and a save by Tokarski. Rebound loose, and he swats it away. Tynan to Coughlin to Tynan. He's in. Trying to leave it, and does. Fired! That was blocked in front. Nastasiuk out there. Charlotte wants to change their PK. They can't. 1 minute gone, 1 minute left. On the power play for the Wolves. 0-0 game. We've played 3 minutes and 40 seconds. And it will be Fleury. Oh, he didn't clear it out. Here's a second chance, maybe behind the defense. It's a breakaway! Short-handed! Stop!
Wow, baby. That's a huge touch.
I do remember it was like a little bit, I think like a broken play at the blue line, and I just kind of instinctually just kind of took off, and Nasty just sent a really nice pass that might have been through somebody, and I was just kind of all alone from there, and just kind of came in, and I feel like I usually shoot on breakaways, and that's kind of just what I stuck with, and luckily it went in. It felt like we really, took control early on with that goal. Like, penalty killing was such a strength of ours, and once again, it didn't really matter. It seemed who was out there at the time, or PK. Just shorties were a definite theme throughout the playoffs, and jumping out early on them like that felt really good, and it was kind of a testament to our team.
Nastasiuk gives him a little block to shot and passes it up to him. So again, another big goal early in the first here to get us going in the right direction.
On the point, it's held in. Zach Leslie had a goal in yesterday's game. Now they play it down low. In, fired, they score! That is an even strength goal as the power play expired, and they skate around Tokarski and get that one to go in low on the glove side. And this is a 1-1 game. Colasar is the one who drove the net and should be credited, I believe, with the tally. And just like that, like yesterday, it's 1-1 after the Checkers score the first one.
Oh, like we talked about yesterday as well, it's a tight series. It's a close-fought series, and Chicago does a good job answering right back. It's a good low drive by the Chicago player, taking the puck to the net. You hate to give those up, but great job by the PK, killing that penalty off and getting one on that PK. So for the Checkers, all square, and time to get the next one.
Well, the time of the goal is 4:43, so we go to a 1-1 game. In yesterday's game, the Checkers scored early at 2:19, then gave up a goal against at 5:54. As a shot now towards Dance, just ricocheted wide. Hayden Fleury jumping in the right side.
Yeah, they responded. They're a well-coached team. I thought their D matched up against. There was a good matchup. Their forwards, they had Carr, McGinn, Glass that came in from junior, Mateo, Tynan. Like, they had some good players that matched up against us, and they responded. And anytime they were down, they responded. And that even I'm sure we'll get there to the finals clinching game where they responded with empty netters. So they weren't going to turn over and lay down. They did a good job. Colasar scores a goal tied up at the end of the first there.
We felt like we were overplaying them a little bit, but they were just there, and they were working out, and they were finding a way to stay in the game and scoring goals, and so it was such a grind. I thought it would be a little bit easier, but they were really good, and they were working so hard, competing. So it was a really tough playoff as well.
Today's game.
Morgan Geekie down low in the offensive zone, leaned on by Haig, who toppled into the ice. Haig twisting with it now, gets it over to the near side. His D partner, Zach Whitecloud, removes it to center. Selgren, he was tripped, and there was no call there. As a long shot towards Tokarski off a skate, out of play with 14:11 to go in the first period. And it is a 1-1 game here.
Chicago continuing to try and get pucks to the net from everywhere like they did yesterday. Charlotte doing a great job blocking shots. I think that's made a huge difference so far in today's game, where there's 3 or 4 guys with block shots already. That's so important in playoff hockey to keep pucks away from the net as much as possible.
Shots are 2-1 in favor of Chicago, and we have a 1-1 game. So Checkers only shot on a breakaway from Nick Schilkey that went in. Chicago had 1 shot on the power play, and then right as it expired, they would get a goal from Keegan Colasar. Schilkey's goal, by the way, is goal number 1 in the playoffs. We thought he had one yesterday on a redirect, but they did credit to the initial shot from the point that was fired by Carrick. Schilkey ended up getting an assist on that goal. And with the goal by Colasar, he gets his 6th of the playoffs in game number 18 for him. Originally drafted by Columbus back in 2015, the third-year pro.
Yeah, great goal by Trev Carrick yesterday. He can shoot the puck, and he shoots it so hard sometimes it's hard to see if anybody does touch it or if it hits off anybody. He's got a cannon from the point, that guy.
1 second before the 6-minute mark of the first period. It is a 1-1 game here inside the Coliseum. Chicago wins the offensive zone draw, but dogged effort there to get it out. Nice job by Tomas Jurko with Martin Necas and Patrick Brown. This trio has been phenomenal since put together by Mike Bellucci, really towards the end of the regular season. Inside Charlotte territory, long shot by Carr, no problem for Tokarski. He likes to keep the play going as a goaltender. He doesn't like to hold it and take too many defensive zone draws, but that one will come after we come back from a commercial break. The Checkers in a 1-1 game in Game 2 of the Calder Cup Finals against the Wolves. Jason Shia and Zach Stortini, welcome to all the listeners on ESPN 730 Radio. Mario Washington, who is a brilliant man, setting it all up. And we are happy to be with you on this Sunday night as a face-off to the right of Tokarski.
Another great crowd here tonight. Lively, excited, loud. It's awesome.
It is loud in this building. It has to be the loudest building in the American Hockey League. And I've been to, I think, every building. And I know you have too, actually. 13 and a half to go in the first period. Shot from the point. That was deflected and a good right pad save by Tokarski, who got the leg down in time to make the save. 1-1 game continues here. 13:20 to go in the first period. Dragged out to center ice, Nick Roy. Stick handling around Roy. Now will be entry. Roy going wide. Gets around another. In the corner. Has help from Stelio Mattheos. Mattheos waiting with it. To the point it goes. Backhand and forehand, Jake Bean. Can't shoot from there, so he rolls it off the dasher. And Lorentz looking to distribute if he can. Turning one way, then the other. Knocked down. There's going to be a penalty as he centers it now. Waugh for Mattheos, and it will be touched by Chicago. And the Checkers are going to the power play as a result of a tripping call. Lorentz draws it.
I want to talk about great playoff shifts. Put that one down on the list. The Checkers start in their own zone. They get control of the puck. They take it all the way down to the Chicago zone with a great move by Nicolas Roy through the neutral zone. They hang on to the puck down low. They rag it down low. They get a shot to the net. They almost get a walkout wraparound. Draw a penalty. I mean, that's a positive momentum building shift if I ever seen one.
Here we go. Patrick Brown, Morgan Geekie, Martin Necas, Tomas Jurko, the lone defenseman, Jake Bean. Chicago may clear it right away. They will. Reinhardt in the box for the tripping call against Lorentz. Jake Bean turns away from the forecheck. Now gets it right back from Patrick Brown. Cross-ice pass, hitting Jurko in stride. Then to Martin Necas, and now to Brown, and they're in. For Necas. Sends it to the far side. Jurko, and then on the point, swept along the glass. Necas, then to Brown, has to be quick here. Gets it over to Necas, now they're set up in the power play. Puck on the stick of Jake Bean, and then Jurko. Looks cross-ice with it. Decides to skate a little bit. Now down low, here's the shot, great save by Dance. Oh, they set it up beautifully. But they just can't get it to go, and Morgan Geekie shakes his head.
What a great down low play. That's a quick bang bang play. Down low to the goal line, right up to the pop guy. Great shot. Goalie just makes a good stop. That's good power play movement. Checkers snap that puck around real quick. End up getting a great chance off of that.
And the face-off now to the left of Dance. Can they change the power play unit? Nick Roy, Nick Schilkey, Andrew Podorowski, Alexei Sarla. And that man, Trevor Carrick, sends it to Sarla on the far side. Fired off a stick and hits the meshing of the net and out of play. And with 12:02 to go in the first and 69 seconds left on the man advantage, it's still a 1-1 game here in the first period.
Great job by Nicky Waugh, snapping that puck back. It's always great to start with the puck on the power play like that. You don't have to go all the way down to your own end, chase it, and try and break it back into the Chicago end. Does a great job winning that face-off, end up getting a shot off that play.
Nick Roy to take the draw again. Against Kolasar, and they're throwing Roy out of the face-off here. Sarla will take the face-off. He's a left shot in the left circle. With a bit of advantage on his backhand. Gage Quinney with a stick down first. He does win the face-off. Chicago on the rim, and they clear it all the way down despite the effort of Podorowski. Tokarski lets it go for Trevor Carrick. Carrick fighting for it, lost it. Tokarski swatted away. Puck still free. Where is it? Nobody has any idea. It came loose, and now back in the point. It was in someone's pants, I believe.
That was a strange play, but very dangerous. In somebody's pants, like you said, right in front of the net like that.
Surprised they didn't blow it dead. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Schilkey through center ice. Now Carrick gets the red line. Nice pass to Sarala from a sharp angle. Rolls it around. Power play, 28 seconds to go on it. 1-1 game. Podorowski down low. Nick Waugh circling. Waugh to the point. Carrick fires it. Save. Dance has it in the left hand and holds on to it. And now 20 seconds to go in the man advantage. 1-1 game.
Once again, great entry. That was a smooth entry. Good puck movement. Almost on that rebound. You see Nicolas Roy again hanging around that net looking for a rebound. Great shot by Trev Carrick. Absolutely ripped that on net.
All right, here we go. Brown, Mattheos, Yurko. And they put two defensemen on the power play. McEwen to Bean. Fires a shot. Dansk watched it go wide. He tried to jump in the puck for a face-off. It didn't go through, and now it's going to be cleared all the way down. That should all but do it as Tokarski has control. It'll be 7 seconds to go. Standing in the box is Griffin Reinhart. He'll leave as the Checkers cross out to neutral ice, and here they go. Patrick Brown is in, and the power play is over. Reinhart will get to the bench and exchange for a forward. 1-1 game, 10:45 to go in the first period. Yurko against White Cloud, and then Mattheos to the point, off the skates at glance of Jake Bean. Sends it around, then Mattheos walking into the corner. Got checked off the puck, and now it comes free to the Wolves as they skate right to left. Just out of the stick of, out of the reach of time again. They're going to call an icing here against Chicago, and to stop and play with 10:25. They can't change.
Norris, a mark of a great centerman. Patrick Brown taking the draw of that last face-off. He wins it on his offside forehand, clean back to the point. That's such a hard face-off to take on your offside like that. He made it look easy, snapped it right back to the point.
Face-off to the right of Dansk. Geeky has shown the door in the face-off circle. Sarla lost it, rolls right to Dansk, so we'll have another face-off here. Do you give the momentum to anybody in particular right now?
I think the Checkers have it. They're spending a lot of time in the offensive zone, had some great chances, some great looks, and almost connecting too on a couple rebound, backdoor, wraparound plays. I like the Checkers game right now.
Fleury and Selgren are the defense pair. Mike Vellucci elects to change his line. Bishop, Lorenz, Mattheos. It's a heavy line out there for Charlotte.
Yeah, three big boys, guys that play hard. Like seeing those guys together.
Leslie to the near side. And so Chicago right to left. Stefan Matteau, the hero in yesterday's game and two-goal shooter, lost it. Mattheos fired and just missed that one on a quick shot. The other way through center ice. Now Chicago back in. That's offside. Great stick on the line.
Good shot by the young Stelio. So almost put that in. Good shot through a screen. That's hard to do, shooting through a D-man like that, but so effective. It's hard for the goalie to pick it up coming through the defenseman's legs like that. Another change here to the lines. D pair stay the same with, looks like young Salgren with Fleury. You got the Nicolas Roy, Schilkey, the goal scorer. And can't see who that is on the far side there.
Your eyes are as bad. Oh, there we go. Don't look for me to be any better with the eyesight department. 1-1 game. We're now 10 seconds past the halfway mark of the first period. Checkers struck first on a shorthanded breakaway. And then Chicago would come back and score. This is an icing call against them just as their power play expired. So goal scores tonight. Schilkey for Charlotte from Nastasiuk. And Keegan Colasar scores for Chicago. So we sit at a 1-1 game, 17 seconds past the halfway mark of the first period.
They're such big boys and power forwards that it made it easy a lot of times with, you know, you have Nicky Waugh, both those guys and go down low. I mean, a lot of times they would carry such a load, you know, below the goal line, below the circles in the offensive zone that I was allowed to kind of play little more of that, F3 role in a place that I like to be in, a shooting position where, I mean, it makes it so easy when those guys are out there working like they do and controlling the puck like they do. It's hard to stop Gauthier coming down the wing. As long as I just got him the puck, he was gone. And once Nicky Waugh gets that puck in the O-zone, I mean, those guys protect the puck so well. It makes it so easy to play with them. And you can see how those guys just kept tearing it up this year. I mean, they're really good players.
Checkers left to right out of their own zone. Through center ice. Chicago comes back and picks it up. Daniel Carr, 2019 AHL MVP. Lost it to Podorowski. He probably was in contention for that exact award. 8:49 to go in the first period. Morgan Geekie. Back to the point. Bean fires it! It hit a body in front. First good chance for either team in a while. Another chance by Bean went wide, and Dansk makes a good stick save. Geekie again. Now he centers Podorowski. Holding on to it. Back to the point. Roland McEwen. McEwen waiting. Now Podorowski shoots it. Save. Rebound. They can't get there in time. Jake Bean had jumped in, but Carr makes a great defensive play. Now the other way it goes. Here's McKenzie. Fires it. Save to Karski. And the rebound. He's got that too.
Man, back and forth action. That's exciting.
Patrick Brown gets the puck in deep. And a big hit right on by the captain. And the fans love it here. Up ahead it goes to Brown at center ice. His backhander down the right wing side. Natchez will circle the goal. Natchez looking for help from Yurko. Chicago has it for a moment. Tomasz Hika, their leading scorer in the playoffs coming into yesterday's game. Up ahead to Haig. Then McGinn, toppled over, and a good hit by Hayden Fleury. Yurko to the defense. Down the left wing side, Checkers maneuvering through center ice. Little head fake by Yurko, long shot, blockered away by Dansk. Yurko gets it again, then to Brown. Brown in the far corner. Yurko getting in there. The puck does escape the center ice, and a good defensive play by Natchez to come back and help out his defense. Right back in by Didier. It'll bounce wide of Dansk. He'll go back and play it in the trapezoid. And Haig holds on to it now. Out to center ice. Another big crunching hit in front of our ice spikes. Gets to Quinney. Wrist shot deflected. Didier lets it roll out to center ice, and Chicago has to hold on. Griffin Reinhardt puts it into the far corner. 1-1 game, 7 minutes left in the first period. All the intensity you could hope in this game, in the Calder Cup Finals, in the second game of the best of 7. This one back to the left of Tokarski. Chased down by Jake Bean. Skating with lots of confidence in this game. Then to Roland McEwen. And the Checkers drag it inside the Wolves zone. Nastasiuk. And then for Waugh. Trying to get a hold of it. Waugh's got it. Waugh dancing. Couldn't get through the last defender. Boy, he had a nice move there as he cut to the middle. Back to center ice. They wave off the icing. Jake Bean's got to be quick on the puck here again. Getting some help now is Wagner. Trying to get it over for Chicago. Battle in the far corner. Tokarski watching from his glove side. Nearly everybody getting involved, trying to get this puck loose. There's Bishop. And then holding on as he'll skate out of trouble. Bishop with speed. Left the puck. Bean smashed it out to center with Schilkey. Off the linesman's skate. We saw that happen. And it didn't work in Charlotte's favor in yesterday's game. Back into Charlotte territory. Good defensive play by Didier. Stick is tied up. 5:50 to go here in the first period, a 1-1 game. Checkers can't get it out just yet. It's on the line. Purposely wide up to Karski. Comes rolling in the corner as the hits become to ramp up and be part of the game here. The shot by Carr sent wide. On the point, Whitecloud. Chopping at it. Bishop got a hold of it. He knows he has to make a change. Finds the puck in his skates, also looking for help. Natchez getting in there. And Yurko. Brown will make his way on the ice when an opportunity permits. Yurko down and slow to get up as he was hacked at. On the point, Haig takes a look. Centered. Tokarski makes a great save. Bishop again. Checkers still can't clear it out. It's all Chicago here for about the last 45 seconds. On the line. Whiteout fires. And that just went wide. Hayden Fleury gets to center ice. Now he'll skate over the logo, and he's in. Fleury dips the shoulder, picks up the puck again. Fleury on the left wing side. Now for Geekie. Geekie walks it up the boards. He was going for Podorowski, that pass behind him, and it escapes the center ice. Jake Bean with control, then to Morgan Geekie, and they're back in. Geekie with one hand on the stick, didn't have quite the leverage. Bodies go flying, and the puck is under him. Linesman saying, play the puck. Checkers are happy to try to do that. And there's Podorowski battling his way through. Going for Geeky, now to Sarla on the near side. Sarla playing it down low. The Checkers getting some momentum here. Podorowski, check, the puck is loose yet again. And Chicago wants to get it out. Have they iced it? It may go right to Tokarski, and it does. Chicago makes a change. Checkers right back on it. Morgan Geeky getting the puck in deep. And Oscar Dance firing it right back the other way. All the way down the ice into the Charlotte zone. Again, no icing.
Man, back and forth action, ferocious, both ends. Great shots by the Checkers early on, getting multiple pucks to the net. Tokarski standing tall at the other.
Nick Wall holding up 1-1 game, 3:49 left to go right now in the first period. Dumped in, Tokarski holding on to it. This time, he'll take the whistle, and he'll take a break. Well, more of this. Bodies converge. Nobody likes each other right now. We're only in the second game of the series. We'll come right back after this. 3:44 left to go in the first period.
Back and forth action, both ends of the ice. Charlotte starts off with that multiple shot shift. Exciting, getting pucks to the net. Tokarski stops a breakaway. Makes it look so easy, so calm in there. That's impressive to do. I mean, you're in the Calder Cup finals, stopping a guy dead cold on a breakaway, and calm as and cool as a cucumber. That's pretty impressive. Great tenacity, great battle by the Checkers too in the corner, winning battles. Pick Josiah Didier down there, pushing guys around. Great job by Fleury. I mean, 1-on-4, takes the puck in,
right,
takes it down low, makes a smart play, rolling it down for a cycle, allows the Checkers to make a change and play that whole shift in the offensive zone.
3:44 left, first period, 1-1 game. Shots on goal are 9-8 for Chicago. It's as even as it could be right now. I suppose it could be 9-9, but you get my point. Face off to the right of Tokarski. Chicago wins it. Firing from the point. That went wide. Big rebound off the end wall. To the far side it goes. Coughlin lets it go and just sent it wide. Another chance to clear. Foiled. Wagner, wrist shot. Good save Tokarski again. You have an opportunity to clear the puck. You have to make sure it gets out. It didn't there. The long shot is a stand-up save by Tokarski, but that's another example. You have a chance, the opportunity to get the puck out, and they don't, and it leads directly to a shot on goal.
That's such a big part of the game, is making sure that you manage the puck at both blue lines. When you're in that defensive zone, just to get that puck 2 feet or 3 feet outside the blue line, it forces all the Chicago players to come back, tag up before they re-attack. It buys guys time, whether to make a play with the puck once it goes back in, to regroup defensively, reset. It's such a big, important play there. And on the flip side, on the offensive zone, making sure you're getting it over the blue line so you can attack offensively, get it deep so you get everybody in on the forecheck.
3:24 left, first period. It remains a 1-1 game. On the faceoff, the Checkers have a hold of it. McEwen lobs it down the ice. Will this have enough for icing? They wave it off. White Cloud on his backhand. Podorowski trying to stop it. It does make its way out to center ice. Gage Quinney ran into Roland McEwen. Jake Bean will skate around his goaltender, starting it and stopping at his backhand. Look out, gave it up though. Mattheos center to the far side, White Cloud in, fires it. There's a man standing right in front of Tokarski and Gage Quinney. That's a dangerous moment again. Podorowski indirectly off the wall for the lurking Sarla, but scooped up here by the goal scorer for Chicago and Kolasar. He'll get it right back from Haig. Kolasar with speed, stepping in. Left it, and that's offside on Chicago. Stopping play with 2:40. One more break, and we'll finish up period number 1. It is a 1-1 game. I think Clark Bishop had the best takedown of the season yesterday with a nice suplex.
You're a former wrestler, you know all the throws and grabs. How was his form? Is that going to win him a lot of matches?
You'd be just fine. Yeah. The big boy, Clark Bishop. Tough kid. Fired in. Oh, dumped in and hit Didier in the hand. He looks to be okay, although I'm sure that stung. Centering pass. Morgan Geeky didn't clear. Shot from the point, deflected and went wide. Daniel Carr lurking behind the net now. To the point it goes. Now they go D to D. Here's a shot. And an easy blocker save from Tokarski, and a shot that may have been going wide by Jake Bishop. Trevor Carrick, Ben to Martin Natchez. What a move. But his pass was behind Yurko. He does make up for it. Grab it and play it off the far dasher. acquired by Zach Leslie in Chicago, now regroups out of their end. Knifed into Charlotte territory. Tokarski stopping it. And he will send it on his backhand to an open Josiah Didier. 1:55 left to go in the first period. Game 2 of the Calder Cup Finals. The winner of this series, champions of the American Hockey League. Nobody cares who's second place when it's all said and done. This one off a partition. Back into Charlotte territory, there's an errant stick on the ice. Charlotte has no problem getting out to the line, but not out of the zone. And it's right back in the corner now. Hika centered, puck is free, controlled by the Wolves on the left wing. Still not out, however. Taking a look, Hayden Fleury sweeping it around to Nick Waugh. He'll get some room for himself. And he fanned of his chance to get it out. He does recapture it, and a good break for the Checkers. Waugh's pass up ahead, and it's a good one. Oh, call down. Oh my goodness. There's no call there. Selgren now with 64 seconds to go. They'll send it around the boards. Nick Waugh attacking. Matteos is hit, knocked to the ice. Chicago's defense taking a look, and they'll get it out with the help of Gage Quinney right to left. They get the red line. Try to dump it in, only got as far as Andrew Podorowski, and Quinney went down. Back in the Charlotte zone now, and here's Roland McEwen. Help on his backhand, it's Jake Bean. Off the wall, and then knifing it is Morgan Geekie, getting it down the ice. Will not have enough for icing in the final 35 seconds of the first period in a 1-1 game. Through center ice again. No, they would have been offside, they can't touch it. Geekie had to hold up, allowing Chicago to grab a hold of it. Griffin Reinhart down the left wing side, takes a look up the ice. Sends it off the far boards, and they're in. You can't give up a goal late. Either team knows just that. Andrew Podorowski, nicely done. Sarla in, fires it! Saved by Dansky, swallows it. There is no rebound in that shot.
Great hit by Andrew Podorowski through the neutral zone. Anytime the leading scorer of the AHL playoffs makes a big hit like that, you got to get on your feet and cheer the guy on. That's an incredible hit. Great quick up to Alexis Sorella as well. Great shot off the wing. Everybody knows he shoots the puck like a cannon, and great shot again.
Face off to the right now of Oscar Dance. Brown, Yurko, Natchez. Perhaps the last face off of the period. On the draw, Chicago wins it. And they'll skate out of their zone with 5 seconds to go. Only get as far as the red line. Checkers back in, but that'll do it. The period is over, and each team with 1 goal in the period.
Marty Natchez with a little bit of a late hit, stirring the pot a bit. Like to see that, getting guys riled up. And then Thomas Jurchko and Patrick Brown quick in there to his defense, standing up for a teammate.
I kind of just remember like all playoffs, our leadership was really confident, and I hadn't been there all year, but even when we were down goals, I remember hearing about all these comebacks that Checkers had during the regular season going into the third, and being tied up after 1, I think everyone was pretty confident. I thought we had a pretty good period. So
find a way to get a lead and keep it, the Checkers. Let's see how it all comes out here. And the puck is dropped. Chicago has it on the initial draw. Checkers begin with Jake Bean and Roland McEwen on defense. Andrew Podorowski, Alexi Sarla, centered by Morgan Geekie. And it's in the Charlotte zone on the near boards. And it's Matteau firing a shot that Tokarski had the angle covered and catches that one and makes the save on Matteau, whose dad, by the way, you may remember back in the day, scored a Game 7 overtime winner as a member of the Rangers against the New Jersey Devils to send the Rangers in '94 to the Stanley Cup Finals, I believe.
Wow, your memory is much better than mine. I know his dad did play in the NHL for quite a while. Great hockey player, great career. But to pinpoint that exact goal, that's very impressive.
Thank you. What do you think I spend all my time doing up here, Zach? Just kidding. I heard that earlier today.
You do everything up here. I mean, it's a one-man crew.
It is a one-man crew. Well, now a two-man crew, but yeah.
I don't do anything, man. I just hang out under your wing here.
17 seconds gone in the second period, 1-1 game. That was the first shot of the period by Chicago. They have control in their own zone, left to right. And they get through center ice and flip it in. Over the glove of Carrick, who tried to catch it. Didier on defense with him. Didier in his backhand, then Carrick. And now they'll skate to center ice. It's Natchez holding up, throwing it over for Yurko. The puck hopped on him. He'll make sure to get it in deep. It gets to the left of Dansk. Held on to by Zach Leslie, who had a goal in yesterday's game. And now it's Tynan, who won a Calder Cup with the then Lake Erie Monsters, now Cleveland Monsters. Someone blew a tire in the far boards. It was Didier. He's back on his feet. He's okay. Tomas Jurko. That pass is about waist high on Natchez, but they wanted to get it deep and make a change. That's what's happening now. The Checkers get a fresh 5 on the ice. Schilkey and Lorentz, and they're centered by Nick Waugh. That line had great chances. It was Schilkey shorthanded who had the only Checkers goal in the first period. This one remains 1-1 in the second. Chicago left to right. They dump it in, and they wave off the icing. Tokarski will fire it on his forehand over Nick Schilkey. Gets the puck to stop, and then over for Lorentz. His pass too far ahead for Nick Waugh, out of the reach of the defense in Griffin Reinhardt, who gets finished on the end wall, and a good hit by Nick Waugh. Picked up by McGinn. Doesn't clear it out. Schilkey watched it roll to center ice. Back into Charlotte territory where the Wolves are making a change. A little room here for the Checkers.
Great job by Tokarski, ribbing that puck by the forechecking pressure.
Fleury having some issues on the far side. Gives up command of the puck. No one has it. Now Chicago recovers. Back to the point. Hay gets it to settle. He'll roll it off the kick plate to the near corner. Chicago with an opportunity. Wagner fanned on it. Goes back and retrieves. Wagner put along the boards. 17:50 left to go. It is the second period. And Chicago with control in the Charlotte end. Wagner again, twisting and turning. Tripped up, no call. Play to the right wing side. Jumping in is Zach Whitecloud. It does come loose. Falling over is Fleury. Look out. The Wolves are coming hard here. 17.5 to go. Played in the point. Fired. The body down. And now it's going to be Lorentz with a high flip to center ice. Charlotte needs to make a change. They do get the puck deep enough. Podorowski stays on the forecheck. Up ahead, it was going to Kolesar, missing him. And an icing call. Chicago did not want to do that, but it will be an icing against them, and the Checkers can make a change while Chicago can't.
Good play by Steven Lorentz. High flip out of the zone, relieves that pressure. Checkers are able to make a change for pretty much most of the players on the ice. They end up forcing an icing, like you said, with the Chicago Wolves, icing the puck there, resulting in a face-off in their end. So great turn of the table there by the Checkers, weathering that storm and now getting an offensive zone face-off.
17-17 to go in the second period, 1-1 game. Here's a shot off the draw, and that went wide on Dansk. It hit the glass. Cleared out to center, but into the seats. And the lucky fan from Indian Trail holds that one.
You got better eyes than anybody I know, picking out people in the crowd like that. That's a good, got to be at least 150 feet away, and you know
Tricks
exactly where they are.
It's all tricks of the trade. 17:09 to go, second period. Let's see what Mike Bellucci does with this line combination. Mattheos, Bishop, and Nastasiuk. Bean and McEwen on defense. Dance watching from his blocker side. Face-off's a huge part of the game. Chicago won that draw in their own zone. Checkers keep it in. And Nastasiuk on the far side. Nastasiuk stays on his feet. Mattheos going after it. Body's conversion to the near corner. Bean's got to retreat. The Wolves trying to clear it out. And they get it out to center ice now. Matteau knocked it into midair to himself. And then it's a hand pass. Great eye by the linesman. Face off right at center ice.
That's a tricky call to make, and a great call by the linesman picking that up right away. There's no question about that. The Gatesway would have been a good chance by the Chicago coming in over the line illegally.
Well, the home ice team gets to make the second change, so Mike Bellucci, another line change, goes right back to Morgan Geeky's line. That's never a bad idea.
Those guys have been on fire all playoff long. So hard to defend against.
Bean up ahead, going for Sarla. Checkers have to go back to center ice. Bean racing back in the Charlotte end. We'll take a look now. An open McEwen if he wants. Bean sends it back to Roland. And then back for Bean over the red line. Nice maneuver to get in. Bean fires, blocked, rebound. He batted out of midair, but not to Dansk. Matteau hooked a bit. They let that go. Trevor Carrick down the right side. Then Andrew Podorowski, now Morgan Geeky. Podorowski racing after it. Swept around to the near corner. Sarla quickly on the puck if he can get there in time against Zach Leslie. No real great opportunities here in the second period. It's slowed down just a bit as we're 4 minutes into the second frame. Matteau missed it at center ice. Now the Checkers have Josiah Didier. Up ahead, Carrick is in with Sarla going. Carrick waits, fired off a stick. ricochets wide of the net. Didier sends it off the dasher. Chicago yet again playing it off the board. Didier, great hold, sends it in. Now the attack on the near side. Carrick got it with control. Carrick centered, puck is free, fired! Dansk had that one off the cage, it looked like, in a broken stick from Patrick Brown.
Great opportunity there. Great job by Josiah Didier keeping that puck in on the line for an opportunity for Brown on the backside.
Natchez is in. Left it. Brown, cross ice. Here's a shot. Just stopped by Dansk and it rolled wide. That is the best chance. The Checkers almost made it 2-1.
Great puck movement there over the line. Great look by Patrick Brown finding the offside winger there.
Selgren to Yurko. Yurko fires in. Save by Dansk. He'll hold it. 4:59 gone, 15:01 left. This is a 1-1 game, and the Checkers, with a beautiful pass to Yurko, almost got that one to go.
Great chance by Patrick Brown, too, on that backside. Stick just breaks. What an opportunity. That's good hockey right there. Good play by the Checkers, getting pucks to the net, hanging on to the puck down low. You like seeing those chances being ramped up by the Checkers now in the second period.
Face off to Dansk's right side. Nicolas, so good in the face-off dot. Gets some help from his wingers. On the line, cleared out, recovered by Charlotte for a moment, and taken over by the Wolves. Shot by Hika, saved by Tokarski, close it off, there's no rebound. 14:51 to go in the second period. You know, you play back-to-back games in the American Hockey League playoffs more times than not, Zach. In the NHL, they don't play back-to-back games more than not. It's always every other day. So by the time you get to the second, third period of back-to-back in a playoff game, not only are you tired physically, you're also mentally drained.
It's a tough sport. It's a hard league to win in because you are always playing back-to-back games. There's no excuse. You're professional. You have to be able to show up each and every night and play each and every shift very hard.
Looped out to center ice. It hit Lorentz. Going after it now on the near boards in the Chicago zone, but back out to center ice. Jesper Sellgren, then to Hayden Fleury, back for Sellgren. Out of Luleå in the Swedish Hockey League. Finishing up his season overseas and joining the Checkers. Sellgren sends it across. Shot. Scores! Deflection! Fleury let it go, and it may have hit Nick Roy in front, and it's 2-1 Charlotte.
What a beautiful goal. You want to talk about a playoff hockey goal? That's textbook right there. Puck back to the point, D-to-D for a shot. Big Nick Roy, talk about him being around the front of the net all night long. He gets rewarded. Goes to the hard area of the ice, gets in front of the goalie, gets a stick on it, tips it in. Monstrous goal.
In the playoffs, nobody cares if they're beautiful goals, do they?
I consider that a beautiful one.
Me too, actually. And so Charlotte with a 2-1 lead. And now they're looking for more! Score! Charlotte gets another goal! It's 3-1, Mattheos!
What a goal by young Mattheos. Takes a great shot on net. He had an earlier one in the first period, just missed the net. That one he puts on net, makes no mistake, right in the back of the net.
Yeah, big goals. Again, I think we had a great crowd in the building. Our guys got the momentum off the Nicky Roy goal. He had started to score his fourth, and then Mattheos, was playing really well, giving us a boost, was being physical, was hard to play against, scores an unassisted goal. Nice goals. I think he shoots it through the guy's legs, scores off the line rush, and you think you have momentum, but like we talked about, Chicago wasn't going to turn over when they strike quickly and tied up before the end of the second.
Yeah, exactly. 2 goals that quick. I remember Matteo's goal. It was pretty good. It was a shot coming from the slot, and the crowd went nuts a little bit. It was so much fun to play there in the playoffs. I still remember and have those goosebumps every time I remember those feelings. So it was so much fun.
It's a pretty big shift for my line. I think there's a shift where we had some responsibility there to kind of keep the momentum going, and I was just forechecking Hag pretty hard and kind of just lift his stick. I think his stick fell out of his hands actually, and then it was just kind of me coming in on the defenseman, and I just tried to get a lane to get the shot off, and didn't really get the greatest shot off, but I think kind of through the screen the goalie lost it, and it kind of trickled in. So it was a pretty exciting goal for me, and I think it was just pretty exciting all around.
Key moments in the game too, a shift after a goal, first minute of the period, last minute of the period, those are all key moments. And when you score a goal after a key moment like that, it's such a huge boost for the team, such a big momentum builder.
Now the Checkers have a 3-1 lead as they did in yesterday's game, but something tells me this will be a different disposition by Charlotte. Bean lost his stick and it resulted in a 2-on-1, and Kolasar broke his stick trying to fire it, and they get a good break. Now the other way it goes. Geeky up ahead, gets the return pass. They're onside. Podorowski centered. McEwen fires it off a skate. McEwen gets his own rebound, playing it off the wall.
Great job by McEwen. Slides to take away that 2-on-1 pass, jumps up in the rush, and almost gets the chance to bury that puck.
Chicago right back in the Charlotte zone. McEwen stifled the play for a moment. It does come to the near corner. Carr sent it across, and a good save by Tokarski, moving laterally with a chance. They score! Chicago has it in them to find a way back, and they've made it a 3-2 game. 7 minutes gone in the second period.
Well, no chance for Tokarski on that one. It looked like it was batted out of the air and then hit a Chicago player in the crease to go on the net. That's an impossible puck to stop.
Well, after Chicago had pretty much nothing going all period in a play that probably shouldn't have developed the way it did, they end up getting one past Tokarski on a very strange deflection. And this ends with a 3-2 now. 7 minutes gone in the second period. That last play does. Tokarski made one save, yeah, and then the other one, it looked like Quinney may have had it off the deflection.
Great initial save on that first saucer pass out.
It is Quinney's goal.
Be a whistle for high sticking the puck here in the neutral zone. Face-off will come in the neutral zone as a result of that.
12:52 to go. Second period.
Patrick Brown to take the face-off. He's been dynamite in the face-off circle all year long. As you mentioned, well over 60%. That's incredible. That's very impressive.
Way easier to start the play when you have the puck rather than chasing it. Brown will knife it back. Hayden Fleury, then for Brown. Brown's backhand, however, didn't get to where he had hoped, and Martin Necas. How about Necas had that chance right after they went up 3-1 and danced with a good glove save. So Checkers give up the next goal of the game. It is 3-2. But they should be drawing lots of confidence as Necas stepping in. Necas holding up, centering it. Puck is free. Yurko couldn't get a shot away. Necas wasn't in a good shooting position. Here's another chance, and it's blocked away by Dansk with a shot from Didier. Necas to the point again. Didier lets it go. Fired blocker saved by Dansk, and it goes out of play this time with 12:16 to go in the second period.
If you look at Marty Necas and the way he sees the ice, he's making saucer passes cross ice, and then finding the point man on that second opportunity. That's high skill, high visibility out there. Very talented young man in Marty Necas. Great shot by Josiah Didier too. You can shoot the puck harder than that, but opts to get it through the traffic, through the screen to get it down on net. That's a big time play.
12:16 left in the second period. It's a 3-2 game. The Checkers have the lead. Goals by Juan Mattheos, but followed up by a goal from Quinney. And an offensive zone draw won by the Checkers. Hayden Fleury whipped it around. Lorentz made the pass. He was falling down, now gets up and grabs control of it. Walks away from the defense. Into the far corner, there is Waugh. Twisting and turning on his forehand. Then to Lorentz, looking to distribute. Plays it to the point, and there's a shot. And Dansk had the save there, but he wasn't sure as Sellgren fired it. Sellgren to the far side. Gets control. Gets it again. Handcuffed a bit. Recovers to send it to Lorentz. It's a good shift for Charlotte here. McGinn. On the line, it does roll the center ice. Punch back in, the Checkers tag up. Now they can pursue on the forecheck. They're also making a change. Nick Wall will make his way to the bench when an opportunity permits. For now, he's going to help the puck in the offensive zone over. Wah to Bean. Bean stepping in. Bean circling, firing, save, rebound, save. Came loose again. Nice job by Jake Bean to create some offense, an offensive chance as Danz comes up with 2 big saves. Bean stepping up in his man. The puck is loose. You got to be careful here. An opportunity like that could give up a 2-on-1. Roland McEwen's going to hold the puck and cool it off.
Great 2 shifts there by the Checkers. Great pressure down low. Bean taking the puck to the net. That's a great play, and then lots of pucks to the net too. That's an opportunity to score on each and every one of those.
10:55 to go in the second period. Chicago, they'll dribble this one in to Tokarski. Tokarski and Selgren now, and then Wagner all touch the puck in sequence. Down low on Tokarski. It goes again. Fire. Good save again as he moved over laterally to the stick side. On the point now. Chicago pressuring. This one held on by Bishop on his backhand. Hit hard, and there's going to be a penalty. It's going to be Clark Bishop. And the Checkers are going to be shorthanded here as a result of a penalty. Maybe it's a boarding goal. 10.5 left, and the Wolves are going to the man advantage.
Great save by Dustin Tokarski. So timely, kicking out that right pad to stop that backdoor pass going in. Incredible stop. Big job here for the Charlotte Checkers PK. Like we always talk about, been great all year. Score a timely shorthanded goal in today's game. Could use another one right here, right now.
Indeed, no doubt. Let's see what they can do now. It'll be Wah in the face-off dot. 10.5 left to go, second period. And the Checkers win the face-off, and Nastasic holds up and rolls it down the ice. Boarding is the call against Clark Bishop. Fans don't like it. The Checkers have to find a way to kill it off. Tokarski stopped it. The exchange was a bit awkward. Curtis McKenzie, who can often be seen in front of the opposition goaltenders. Didier fell on the puck. It's loose again. Scramble behind Tokarski. Now it's fanned out to the near point. Dylan Coughlin sends it around. Tynan lets it go. And now he'll get a pass, and they inadvertently clear. That's not what Chicago wanted to do. 45 gone, the man advantage.
Great job by the Checkers PK unit, forcing them to rim the puck out too hard after a great battle down behind the net. Great way to kill a penalty.
9.5 to go, second period. Chicago left to right, and here they go in the power play breakout, and they're onside. Colasar to the point. Haig, D to D now. On the right side, back to Haig. Sends it across again. They go down low with it. Trying to get a shot away, foiled by the stick of Patrick Brown. It's Haig now. Across again. Haig on the off-shooting right side. His pass cut off. Great job by Schilkey. Will chase after it. 37 on 37. Leslie against Schilkey. Puts him into the boards. Nice job by Schilkey again. Puck is loose in Chicago with control. 20 seconds to go in the man advantage, and they're in. Here's a chance. Fired, they score. What a beautiful goal. Quinney on the backhand over the stick of Tokarski, and this is a tie game.
Credit to the Chicago player. Makes a nice move, cutting to the net. It's unfortunate with a great PK by the Charlotte Checkers before that. Nick Schilkey doing a great job picking off a pass, getting the puck down the ice.
I still think we were all right. We knew they were going to keep responding and that we needed to keep our foot on the gas and still push the pace and try to score goals, but also, making sure that we don't have the puck, we know what we're doing. And I think our guys understood that.
They came right back and scored. It really could have sucked the life out of us, but we stuck with it just like we had after game one. We just kind of mentality was just keep going, and even though they came back right away and scored, could have been really, really deflating, but somehow we just found a way to keep pushing forward.
A missed call on that play.
Take exception too to Nick Schilkey doing a great job on the forecheck, and it looks like the Chicago defenseman kind of wrapping him up a little bit to give his team an advantage on a 4-on-3 rush instead of a 5-on-4.
Face off at center ice. So this is exactly like yesterday's game of swords, a 3-1 lead, and it ends up 3-3.
We know both teams are so tightly matched.
Right.
So even that I hope it's our turn to come out on top today.
8:25 to go in the second period. Checkers don't clear it out. It gets to the far side. Matteos hit hard, taken to the ice, a clean hit. Nice job by Patrick Brown. Now it's Yurko. Along with Selgren. The defenseman is up in the play now. Held on by the Wolves defense. Haig finds it. Stick handles away around one. This is dumped in the Charlotte zone. It will be an icing, I believe. Yes. It will be called with 7:57 to go in the second period. 3-3 game. Shots on goal are equal at 15. The score is 3-3. And now a face-off back into the Chicago zone.
Well, lots of time left in this game, and with 8 minutes to go here in the second period, Charlotte has a chance to answer back. You know, I think that next goal, getting back out on top, is again huge. The team continues. You know, to get back out ahead of the other team, it's always so important.
7:57 to go in the second period. And the face-off won by Chicago out of their own zone. They get the puck in deep because they want to make a change. Trevor Carrick on defense, as Didier is in the training room right now. That forces the Checkers to play with 5 defensemen for now. And so he's paired out there with Jake Bean rather than Josiah Didier, who's his normal defense partner, as they typically use right-left shot combinations. Jake Bean taking a look. 2 on the forecheck. He bumps off the hit. But as a result of that, Chicago recovers in the Charlotte zone, around to the near point. They hold on, sending it across White Cloud to the far side, fired, they went wide up to Kursky, covering the far post, and now another shot that's shouldered away. Second chance through the crease and out to the near side. Checkers are under siege here. Jake Bean needs to get this puck out of the zone if he can. On his backhand, trickles it down. It's the period of the long change, and they're going to have to be quick here to get fresh bodies on the ice. Back into the Checkers end. Selgren couldn't clear it. Carr all alone. One-timer fired. What a save to Kursky. Tokarski with an unbelievable save keeps it a 3-3 game.
That's a 10-bell save. Stopping him point blank on a one-touch pass out. Big time.
Jesper Selgren dumps it in. He'll stay on the ice for now. And now Roland McEwen's got to retreat as the play comes in his direction. And so it's fired in by Tynan. That's offside. We'll take a break. 6:27 left to go. It's a 3-3 game here inside the Coliseum. Lots of action. We'll come right back. Welcome back inside the Coliseum. Jason Cheyenne, Zach Stortini in the broadcast booth. 3-3 game. Well, I had said that I didn't think after a 3-1 lead this would be similar to yesterday and the Checkers would be in a 3-3 game, but you have to give Chicago tons of credit. They don't change the way they play. They just find a way to score goals. And a couple of nice plays indeed got them there. And right now, we're in a 3-3 game, and it's going to be a hard-fought battle at the very end.
Yeah, they don't stop coming, Chicago Wolves, and you don't expect them to. Anytime you're in the finals, you know you're seeing the other side's best, and you got to match it and better it.
6 minutes and 12 seconds to go right now in the second period. 3-3 game. The Coliseum a bit quiet. That could change should something else happen for Charlotte. Maybe on this shift, perhaps, as they bring it in. Natchez to the point. Jake Bean on his backhand. Chopped wide of Dance. Someone lost their helmet. They had to come right off the ice, though. It looks like it's Mattheos. In the American Hockey League, if you lose your helmet, you have to immediately leave the playing surface. Jake Bean fights off a check, turns back now. Bean looks up, and it's sent into the Chicago zone. Nastasia going for a change.
Great escape by Jake Bean there. Pressure all over him. Able to handle the puck and make a smart play up the ice to get a change. Great play by Trev Carrick, too, the other shift. Walks it out in front. Big, strong D-man pushing the guy out of the way.
Kolasar stepping up. Matteos firing. Tokarski a save off the stick. Puck gets to the far side. Now around to the near boards. Charlotte in their own zone. Roland McEwen on his backhand. Took the hit to make the play. Still can't clear it out for now, though. 5 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the second period. Dragged out to center ice. Morgan Geekie, Sarla centered it. Geekie, stick was tied up. Good defensive play by Bischoff, took that one. A 2-on-2, now a 3-on-2 for Chicago in the entry. They'll hold up at the far dot and fire one off the skate. Alexi Sarla picks up the loose change, gets to the far side. Hayden Fleury, the defenseman, jumping in. Backhander doesn't get on net. Fleury stays on his feet. Fleury dips the shoulder, gets to the point now. And he distributes to the right wing side. Shot ricochets on the line, kept in by Fleury, who will go for a change. Andrew Podorowski walking the line. Down low it goes to Geekie. Now to Sellgren, firing it! And that hits something in front of it wide of Dance. Good idea by Sellgren to put that one on goal. Sellgren turning with it, gets over the red line. He'll make sure to get the puck in deep. Tomas Jurko going quickly after the puck in the far side, along with Natchez. Jurko delivers to the point. And Brown was afraid it was going to be too many men on the ice, so don't blame him for letting that puck go.
That's a smart hockey play right there by Patrick Brown, recognizing his guy wasn't off the ice. If he touches that, that's a 2-minute penalty against the Checkers. He lets it go, gives us a chance to regroup the troops and re-attack.
3 minutes and 53 seconds left to go. We are with the last minutes now, the second period of a 3-3 game. Yesterday's contest, 3-3 going into the third period. We needed overtime. We're not going to need overtime tonight. Letting you know right now. Unless we win, then I don't care how it ends. 3.5 to go in the second. Brought in by the Wolves down the far side. Trevor Carrick keeping his man on the outside. Here's Nick Waz scooping up the puck in front of the Checkers bench. He'll dump it in to the left of Dance. Reinhardt put it in the wall. Good hit by Lorentz. And the fans like that. Lorentz down low. Plays it off the net to himself. Creative play. Has help on the point if he wants. Lorentz can't start the cycle either. Now he's going to move up the wall, then to Wad. Then there's a shot that didn't get through. On the line, kept in. Sellgren walks it, fires it. Rebound off the end wall. Picking it up. Now they get to Schilkey on the near side. This is a good shift for Charlotte. 3-3 game, 2:49 left to go in the second period. Wolves will try to exit it. They can't because of Trevor Carrick's stick. Now Lorentz again. Lorentz in, fires it. Didn't get a shot away like he had hoped. His stick was tied up at the last moment. And there's going to be a penalty on the play, isn't there? Yes, there is. They're going to take both. They're going to take both. Lorentz is going to go, and I think Haig is going to go as well.
That's a great call by the referee there, evening it up.
Well, it is going to be an even up call. 3-3 game, 2.5 left. We'll come right back. Face off to the left of Tukarski. It eludes the stick of Zach Leslie.
Chicago penalty number 2, Nick Hayes. Pressure number 2.
Great forecheck here by Patrick Brown, working hard, keeping Chicago hemmed in their zone.
Daniel Carr against Jesper Sellgren. Carr off the wall in the Charlotte zone. Tynan centering attempt. Intercepted by Patrick Brown. Looks at the area of the ice available. Decides to give the pass to the oncoming Hayden Fleury, now cross ice. Andrew Podorowski gets the red line, goes wide, and it's offside. And with 1:53 to go in the second period, it remains a 3-3 game.
When you get to this point in the game, well, as any part of the game, but faceoffs are so important, so big. When you're playing 4-on-4 hockey, you got to start with the puck. It's so hard to get it back when you don't have that extra guy. Anytime you win a draw and start with the puck in 4-on-4 hockey, it gives you an opportunity to get a good scoring chance.
1:53 to go, second period. 4-on-4 continues for 80 seconds. In the Charlotte end, Reinhardt delivers a pass, gets it back and fired, and a good save. Tukarski was run into by a Chicago player. Nothing is happening, everything's okay. Natchez to Jurko, onside. Jurko to Natchez, save, rebound, knifed away. McEwen steps up on his backhand. Bean's the last man back. McEwen now retreats to the normal defensive posture where Natchez will turn with it on his backhand. Walking the wall on the near side. Natchez let it go for Bean, who fired, and that hit something in front. I don't think it hit the goaltender. I think it hit the defenseman. Here's Natchez stepping in again. Cross ice, one-timer. Oh, what a stop by this. Scores! It's in! It's in! Jurko fires it in. And the Checkers have a lead again.
High skill hockey at its finest. Marty Natchez stick handling, 100 miles an hour, finds Thomas Rutschko back door, pounds it through the goalie into the net. Talk about big playoff goals. About a minute left and they score. That's a big goal for the Charlotte Checkers.
Yeah, I think it had been a couple games and he was banged up in that Toronto series. So big goal, squeaks through the goalie, just crosses the line. Just a big goal, the time of it. We were down in the series. It's a minute left in the period. Just a huge goal for us to go into the third period.
Oh, it felt pretty good. I mean, we needed that goal. Like you said, they were just hanging in there, and they were finding ways to get back in those games. So to get that goal by Yurko was huge for us.
Not that you didn't know that, by the way.
Been right all this time. I don't doubt you for a second.
Selgren's in. Selgren to the slot. Puck is loose on the point. Shot blocked. Ricochets to center ice. We're going back to 5-on-5 hockey in 10 seconds. 40 left to go in the second period. Lorenz is tapping his stick on the glass, but it's back in the Charlotte zone. Is it onside? I don't know. That was, yes, so. Chicago at center ice. We are indeed 5-on-5 hockey. Fired around the boards. Tokarski couldn't get a piece of it. It does come in his direction. A no stick for Matteau. How about that one? A lunging knee by Matteau, and there's no call on that. That was just dangerous. Sarala. Lorenz firing and missing on the short side. Hit the glass up and over, out of play. 11.1 to go.
Yeah, a little bit of a scary play there in the Charlotte Checkers zone where Matteau sticks his leg out a little bit with no stick. Obviously no intention to play the puck. If you don't have a stick in your hand like that, kind of dangerous.
11.1 left. Brown, Yurko, Natchez, Carrick, Didier. Good to see him back on the ice after taking that hit up high. All right. Charlotte wins the faceoff. 9 seconds to go. Natchez, nice pass. Yurko, one-timer. That went wide off a stick. 4 seconds to go in the period. The Checkers keep it on the boards, and the period is over.
Big goal to finish off that period. Tomas Jurčko been working so hard, playing so hard. Ever since he got here, been a huge addition to the Checkers team and comes through in spades on that last play.
I think no one in the room was really thinking that we were going to lose that game. You know, I don't think that thought kind of crossed anyone's mind. So it was just 20 hard minutes, 20 of our best, and we'll have this one. And you know, that was obviously a really special team. That was, you know, we were able to do that.
The ability if Chicago does want to take a chance, take a risk to get that next goal, Charlotte has the opportunity, the players to take advantage of that and get that next goal.
20 minutes on the clock. Charlotte left to right, Chicago right to left. And Mike Vellucci will begin. There's an interesting maneuver here. We'll count the number of players on the Checkers bench, but Nick Waugh is between Sarala and Podorowski. It may be just some maneuvering with the lines. McEwen and Bean are on defense. Do you count the requisite number of players? As we go left to right, the Checkers now have Alexi Sarala off the wall. Sarala down the far side. Sarala centers it high in the air and out of play on the deflection, 22 seconds in. So everyone is accounted for, perhaps just juggling things. Nick Waugh has had a beast of a game again today.
What a horse that guy is.
Yeah.
Nick Waugh taking pucks to the net, scores a huge goal on that deflection. Been great in the face-off circle, snapping pucks back, controlling pucks and plays down low. Not only has he had a great playoffs, but these last two games in this series have been phenomenal for him.
In sports, when they call you a horse, it's a good thing.
Yes, absolutely. When we work hard like that and control plays.
But if someone called your girlfriend a horse, that's not good.
All in context.
All context, that's right. 30 seconds gone in the third period. And the Checkers have a 4-3 lead. His puck rolls to the left of Tokarski, and Trevor Carrick's going to grab a hold of it now on his backhand. It goes to Yurko on a checker's bounce, but it's skated out of trouble by Yurko, who looked very happy to score that 7th goal of the playoffs. Yurko's backhander knocked free by Jake Bischoff. Yurko comes back and takes it on a miscue. Between the circles, carried out by Tynan with some help from him. They gave it up to Patrick Brown. So it's in a hot potato out there for now. We're 1 minute and 4 seconds gone in the third period. Zach Leslie waits for a moment. Charlotte's making a change here. Morgan Geekie spills out on the ice. And with him, his line mates are Nastasiuk. I'm going to get the other forward in a second here. And Steven Lorentz. I got it. Here is Lorentz. It's past the Geekie off his stick. Nastasiuk going after it against the defense. We played 1 minute and 35 in the third period. It still remains 4-3. The Checkers want to play the entire period in Chicago zone if possible. Jesper Sellgren settled in quite nicely in this game. First ever appearance in the finals is tonight. Sellgren down the off shooting right boards. Dips the shoulder, lost control of it. You can't give the puck away at any point in the game tonight in this third period. You got to make sure you get pucks in deep. I know it's a cliche, but that's got to be deep in the defense. Yes, offensive zone. I got it.
Cliche for a reason. That works. Getting pucks where they're supposed to go, managing it, taking care of it, so very important, especially against good teams.
This one was going in towards Oscar Dance, the goaltender. Mattheos put it out in front. Now they have it on the right wing side of Nick Schilkey. Schilkey down low for Mattheos. Mattheos with some room. Mattheos turns and fires it. That just missed on the short side of Dansk, who I think picked it up late. Laying it off the boards. Bishop to Schilkey. Bean had descended from the point, hoping to get the pass back doors. Schilkey trying to work it again. What do we have here? We have the net off its pegs. They're going to keep the face-off in the Chicago zone.
Looks like Reinhardt, the Chicago defenseman, pushed Stelios into the net. Stelio scoring on the net, looking for that puck. Always a good play when you go to the net like that. But face-offs in the Chicago Wolves zone, unfortunately. Good work down low. Nick Schilkey hanging on to that puck. Great job handling it and making sure it's always puck possession down low there.
Nick Waugh to take the face-off with Sarla and Podorowski. They're going to throw out the centerman for Chicago, Gage Quinney. Stefan Matteau lost it to Waugh, fired wide of Dansk. Alexei Sarla there. Roland McEwen has to retreat to center ice. Jake Bean has it in a paraphernalia, finds it on his backhand, and now it's McEwen in front of his goaltender. Gravitates to the right wall. His pass boards to boards to Waugh. Waugh down the far side. Loose for Podorowski. Turning and firing it right into the shin pads of the D. Actually, Matteau is there. Podorowski reaching for it now. Then to Sarla. To the far side, recovered by Quinney. When he gets the red line, he'll dump it in. Chicago wants to make a change. Quinney stays on to forecheck. You got to be quick here with the defense. Jake Bean's pass makes his way out to center ice. Well done by Patrick Brown. Here's Bischoff stepping in. Over the line, takes a big hit. Patrick Brown finishing his hit there. As you know you got to do in this game. High flip to center ice. Settling things down, Bischoff grabs it. As he plays it, no hand pass. He'll settle that rolling puck and go D to D. Up ahead, Daniel Carr missed it. Now it'll be held by the Checkers again at center ice, dumped in. 16-14 to go now in the third period. And a 4-3 lead for Charlotte. No goals here in the third, which is fine with Charlotte for now. Didier kept it inside the offensive zone. There's Leslie for Chicago. Off the wall, out of play. It is a delay of game call. And Charlotte is going to the man advantage with exactly 4 minutes gone in the third period.
Great opportunity here for the Charlotte power play. A goal here would be tremendous in helping the Checkers secure a win. A great job by the Charlotte Checkers on the forecheck. Finishing checks pays off. Great control down low, great forecheck. Marty Natchez quick on the forecheck. Patrick Brown quick on the forecheck, helps turn that puck over and put some heat on the Chicago Wolves defense.
In the box, Zach Leslie. Brown will take the draw. Geeky on his right side. Yurko on the left. Natchez on the far point. Jake Bean, the defenseman, has a hold of it. Bean, wrister, into Geeky. As a shot off the post! Fired by Natchez, got the iron. A weird bounce to Natchez. He took advantage. He fired it and hit the iron. He's got it again. Give him the puck. Stepping in. Natchez for Bean. Bean. One-timer fired! Yurko missed it! Stays in. Bean holds it. Escapes one hit. Bean across. Yurko, right side, cross ice. Not free. Natchez recovers, flipped it up. Jake Bean wanding at it. Then to Geeky, but cleared by Chicago.
Great opportunities by the Charlotte Checkers, shooting pucks. A little bad luck off the iron, but all good positive stuff.
75 seconds to go on the power play, but they give up possession for a moment. Bean fighting for it. Shoulder to shoulder there against Tynan. Now it's Yurko. Yurko feathers it up. Natchez gets it. 65 to go. Natchez is in. Tawa. Cross ice pass. To the point. Dangerous play. Carrick cleans it up. Then to Natchez. Nice pass. Gets it over for Yurko. Then Carrick. Fans want a shot. Yurko holding. Firing in. There was no screen. Dan saw it all the way.
Great idea, getting the puck to the net. You can see Chicago trying to take away that cross seam pass, making it a little difficult to get that through. Got to stick on one, but great shots all around. Good power play, momentum boosting, pressure so far. Man, can Thomas Schercho ever rip that puck?
Yeah, he did.
That was a heavy snapshot.
Nick Waugh will take the face-off. Power play for 48 more seconds. Drop the puck so the song can end. Good Lord. Cleared by Chicago all the way down the ice. 44 seconds to go on the power play. Sitting in the box is Zach Leslie for Chicago. The Checkers hold a 4-3 lead. They're trying to extend it to 2. For now, they're up by 1, and they're going to move on the power play breakout. They get the red line. Schilkey, Tawa, walking down the near side. Schilkey tied up, can't get his stick free. The puck is loose for a moment in the far corner. Careful not to take a penalty as they try to reacquire it. Carrick keeps it in. Dance to settle it. Nearly gave it up to Sarla. There's Schilkey slowing it down, but Chicago will skate to center ice. And Daniel Carr getting around Podorowski. Dangerous moment here. Look out. Carr has help. Pass Kolasar. Fires it. Save rebound loose. Tokarski once and twice. Makes a save. There's going to be a penalty. There's going to be a penalty against the Checkers. Cross-checking.
I think that was a good hit by Trev Carrick. He just knocked the Chicago player out of the way. Wicked save by Dustin Tokarski. Wow. Stops him dead cold twice in a row. That's a timely save.
Like I said, he was even when he wasn't playing, like some guys would be like taking, I don't know, relaxing or stuff because they're not playing, right? But he was there with us, working out in practices and just helping everybody. So it was really unbelievable for us to have him.
All right. So only 4-on-4 for 2 seconds. Leslie will leave the box. And then more than likely he'll get to the bench in exchange. Oh, he's gonna be in the power play here.
5 minutes, 59 seconds of the third period.
So now the power play begins for Chicago. Trevor Carrick in for the cross check. Leslie skates to center ice. Chicago already has a power play goal in this game. They're 1 for 2. They dump it in. Hayden Fleury. Nice pass. Nice clear by Waugh.
That's a great PK clear. You know, Coach Warsofsky spends a lot of time with the PK working on those. Great talk, great pass, great 200-foot clear.
Daniel Carr, shouldered. Nastasiuk turns, guns it down the ice again. All but 1:15 to go. Yes, indeed. Nastasiuk on the PK all season long.
Doing an awesome job. That's a hard clear to make high out like that.
Quinney dumps it in. Tokarski settles it. Provides some traffic. Chicago now has it set up on the power play. Nick Hague dusts it off. Waits. Gets it back in the return pass. Now they go D to D. Coughlin down low. Power play for 45 more seconds. Charlotte with a 4-3 lead. 12:45 remaining in regulation time. On the point again. Coughlin sends it across for Hague. No shot from that position. He'll deliver it up high. Fired wide purposely of Tokarski. Bouncing inside the near circle. Hammered down the ice.
Great job by the Checkers PK, holding those shooting lanes, denying that shot from up top, and pouncing on to get that 200-foot clear once again.
In 20 seconds, Trevor Carrick will leave the penalty box. The Checkers hold a 4-3 lead. We're 2:15 away from the halfway mark of the third. As the entry now by Matteos. Nice pass to the middle, turned over to Wong. Has Bishop going. Bishop with it. In. Bishop holds up. We're going to 5-on-5 in 2 seconds. Bishop closed off. The puck is loose. Someone lost their stick. It was a Chicago player, and Hague goes back to pick it up. 5-on-5. Trevor Carrick to the bench, and the forward is on. And so the Checkers can breathe a little easier now. Time again. Sends it for Hague. And now he'll go to Coughlin. They'll make their way off the ice, but wow, look at the game he's playing here tonight, folks. Wow, nice pass. Geekie fires! Dance with a good save. Kicked it away. Geekie with a glorious opportunity between the circles. Puck is down the near side. Didier was going to pinch in. The side's the better of it. At center ice, reacquired by the Checkers. Yurko didn't get it as far as he had wanted. Off the near boards, back in the Charlotte zone. Didier to Yurko. Yurko to Geekie. Geekie over skates. Shoulders collide as it's free on the far side. Jesper Sellgren turning back. Didier with control of it down the shooting right boards. Up ahead to Natchez. Hits a man in stride in Yurko. This one to Dansko, blocker it away. That was close. I would have blockered into my own net every time. Carrick on the high flip. In the near corner. Skated out by Chicago. They only get as far as the body of Jake Bean. Patrick Brown trying to get it to settle. Great play. Brown whips it around the boards. Podorowski lets Carrick control it, which he does. His shot, though, easily taken away, and Reinhardt skates to center ice. Now they get the puck inside the zone. Centering pass, great stick by Bean as he took that one away, trying to fight it free. Trevor Carrick down the left boards to Podorowski. Podorowski up ahead to center ice. They get the red line, and they skate in with it for a brief moment. Zach Leslie gets it to neutral territory again. 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the third. Chicago on the entry. Colasar waiting, firing. Jake Bean got his stick in the way again. Another good defensive play by Bean. Loose to the side of the goal. Tokarski, good save. Rebound between the circles. Out to Leslie on the point. Walks the line. Sends a wrister. Deflected. Bodies go flying, and they're going to call nothing except Tokarski holds it, and a face-off coming, and we're going to a commercial break. It's getting hotter in here, and I'm sure it's the game as well. We'll come right back. All right, here we go.
Oh, that play by Nicky Watt, too. Breaks up that D-to-D pass, starts that whole shift off. Awesome.
We've said that a lot in this game, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
D-zone one, and the face-off by Charlotte. Dans will chop it down. His backhand to the far side. Colasar skates to center ice. Checkers reacquire. They would have been offside if they brought it in. Fleury holds up. That pass was too hot to handle for Nastasiuk. And Chicago boards the boards on the near side. Hague. Then to Matteos. Recovered by the Checkers. Here's Lorentz to Geekie. Geekie fired. Dance save. Rebound in front of him. And he'll hold it. You and I talk a lot about getting pucks on net. That's exactly the idea why. You get it on net and you cause havoc and you get something going.
I love that play. You throw the puck to the net, you got two big bodies driving and crashing the net. That's an opportunity to score. Sometimes that first initial shot doesn't go in. The puck hangs around there. It's hard for the defending team to find. You're already going forwards. You're attacking the net. You're looking for that puck. And you get a great opportunity off of that.
Patrick Brown, Natchez and Yurko. Didier, Carrick on defense. Here we go. Dance watching from his glove side. Checkers win the face-off. Trevor Carrick. Wrister. Dance, stand-up save. I thought that was going wide. Dance get to make a good save on it. Carrick held it in, but it's punched out to center ice by Daniel Carr. Didier in his own zone, quickly after him. Checkers avoid the forecheck by moving it out of the zone quickly. Now they get Mattheos on it in the near corner. Mattheos, good preemptive hit there as he put Bishop to the ice. Bishop also on Mattheos' skates, wouldn't let him move. Now the puck is free again. Mattheos walking it up to the point. Didier around the boards. Oh, tripped up on the play was Yurko, and there's no call. Yurko against Leslie. Brown reaching for it. Chicago clears it out. McKenzie has to hold up, look out. Carr is in. Carr fires. Great save to Karski. And cleared to center ice.
Beautiful stop by Tokarski. Standing tall, blocking that shot.
Tokarski's backhand, a good one to Alexei Sarla. 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the third period. It remains a 4-3 lead for the Charlotte Checkers. Chicago quickly on the puck now. And down the near side glass. Chopped off his stick. Back for the defense. Coughlin sends it up. Time again against his number 5 counterpart. Good hit by Carrick. Didier down the near boards. Podorowski golfing at it. High flip will get out, and now the Checkers can chase it down. Coughlin quickly turns and fires it. The puck is free in the Charlotte zone. And then Beam with a smart play to make sure that puck gets out. Down the ice, no icing.
A lot of great smart plays there. Trev Carrick risking it through on net, not getting it blocked, but getting it down there to the net. A couple great clears outside the blue line.
Through center. Bishop had it for a moment. Made a good play as he was falling to the ice on a hit. Got it in deep. Nastasiuk is there, holding it off the end wall. Chicago's backhander out to center ice. First man back is Bishop. Fleury directing traffic. Bishop getting the call. Jesper Sellgren, then to Fleury. Fleury looks up. He'll high flip it. It's gloved down by Haig, using that long reach, all 6'6" of him. Morgan Geekie wheeling through center ice. 6 minutes and 52 seconds to go. Chicago is going to make a change. Fans begin to make noise. 4-3 lead for Charlotte. Here's Mattheos through center ice, getting the red line. Now they get the puck in deep. Dance to stop it, and he does. Yurko trying to body it down. It took a good Chicago bounce and turned over. Mattheos saved by Dance. All alone, and the goalie, another bounce in Charlotte's favor, and Mattheos just can't get it to go. McEwen fired that one off a stick. Now it's Yurko. Pressure from Charlotte out in front. Puck is free. Shot coming. Mattheos missed it glove side. Yurko again, but Matteau will drag it to neutral territory and cool it off for Chicago. Puck is loose. It's dumped in the Charlotte zone.
Beautiful chance by Marty Mattheos, almost on that one. You know, if Charlotte gets the next one, the dome in this arena might blow off.
You're right, 5:55 to go. Andrew Podorowski would like to send the crowd to their feet. He normally does. Podorowski starting and stopping off the boards. Waugh is there, and Sarla in the far corner. No one able to hold on to it now. The battle is fierce. Here's Bishop. Now Tynan. And then Curtis McKenzie getting the red line. Feathered it up ahead. Josiah Didier ties up his man. And Podorowski helps it down the ice. No icing is called. The Checkers have to quickly make a change, which they're doing now. And the near breakaway pass for Tynan cut off by Didier. There's Bean, loops it out to center ice. Morgan Geekie gets the rolling puck to Settle. Now he centers, and it's taken away at the last moment. Could be a break the other direction in the Charlotte zone. An opportunity to put it on net. It's played to the middle and taken away as the Checkers skate to center ice. And they have it with Geekie going wide. Geekie with 4:55 left to go in regulation. 4-3 lead for Charlotte. Should they win this game, they tie the series 1-1. If not, Chicago's going to take a 2-0 lead going into their building at Allstate Arena as we begin again on Wednesday. Lots to be decided between now and then as the crowd once again gets into it. To the right of Tokarski it goes. And the puck battle to the point. Haig doesn't shoot it, sends it around the dasher. Schilkey's got to get this puck out if he can. Not yet anyways. Now they have a chance, and they will indeed. Skate to center ice. Schilkey gets the red line, and of course gets the puck in deep. Oscar Dance and his backhand to his defense. White Cloud to center ice. No, it stays in. Into the near corner. Checkers track it down as they begin to clog up the neutral zone. Nick Roy will get to the bench for a change. We see Natchez, Yurko. They're on the ice now. The centerman is Patrick Brown. The entry by Chicago, not what they had hoped. It's going to be Hayden Fleury to his D partner, Jesper Sellgren. Quickly to the captain, Brown. Brown skates to center ice. And then Sellgren chopping at it. Brown is going to play it off the boards. He didn't get it deep, though. Dumped into the right of Tokarski. 3:45 left to go in the third period. And a 4-3 lead for the Checkers. This touched the Checker stick. No. Icing. Icing on Charlotte with 3:36 to go in regulation.
Great job by the Checkers getting first to pucks, both in the offensive and defensive zone. Created a lot of pressure, a lot of puck possession for the Checkers. Always a good thing at this point in the game. Big face-off coming up here, and you got Patrick Brown out there to take it. Perfect.
Here we go, face-off to Tokarski's left. And the face-off, the Checkers get it out to center ice. Yurko to Natchez. High, flipped it, and he hit the meshing of the net above the glass, which means we'll take a commercial break. I gotta sit down.
I think Jake Bean's always on top of his game. He's such a good player, but especially now, this is when you really rely on those guys to shine through, get the job done. He's been fantastic coming down the stretch, getting sticks on pucks, playing good, solid hockey.
Roy, Podorowski, and Bishop is the line. An interesting combination. Podorowski trying to play it off the boards. And now it's high flip down the ice. Not enough for icing. Dansk at his net. 3:15 left. What are they calling here? I am as shocked as Mike Vellucci. Wow.
Surprise icing call there, but you see where the smarts of Mike Vellucci pays off. He has two centermen out there for that shift, and Clark Bishop and Nicolas Roy, two guys that can take a draw. Perfect for this scenario where you can have either guy take the draw in this situation in the defensive zone. Key time of the game, 3:14 left to go. You need to have this draw.
3:14 left in regulation. Checkers on the defensive zone draw, win it. Bean rims it. It will be another icing. By the way, in all of that, we did not see Dansk was gone to the bench. We knew we weren't going to score on that exchange. That's why we held off on it. Now we'll tell you, Oscar Dansk is on his bench. This is a 6-on-5, which is probably even more infuriating to Mike Vellucci that they didn't have to earn their entry. They got it as a result of an icing that was controversial. However, here we go.
Great last draw. Hopefully hit the repeat button on this one.
On the point for Chicago. Out the center. Yes, indeed. Battle on the boards. 2:55 left. A shot for Charlotte will win the game. Bishop gets the red line, dumps it in. No icing. No icing. White Cloud.
Smart play by Clark Bishop. Didn't have the red line, but put it through the Chicago player to negate the icing.
Dustin Tokarski is calling this an icing himself, and he's right. Yes, it is. 2:43 left in regulation. 4-3 lead for Charlotte. Dansk has got to get back at his net.
Beautiful. What a great result from the Clark Bishop dump in. Smart play there. Good neutral zone. Forecheck by the Checkers to force that icing. Keep Chicago 200 feet away from Tokarski. That's always a good play.
2:43 to go in the third. 4-3 lead. Chicago, how about that? The Checkers win the draw and fire a shot immediately on Dansk, who is ready for it, by the way. And he's looking at the bench, and he's going to go. So a 6-on-5 chance again. In the Charlotte zone, Fleury. Around the glass, it stays into the point. White Cloud firing way high over the crossbar. Puck is bouncing on the far wall. Yurko looking for it, trying to scrape it free. Natchez getting in there, and Fleury. Down low, McKenzie. In front of Tokarski it goes. And now in the corner. 2:10 left to go in regulation. 1 goal advantage for the Checkers. If they can get a shot, this game is over. It's on the point again. And now an open White Cloud. Drags it up, sends it to the right wing side. Chicago set up on the 6-on-5. White Cloud again on the near point. Across for the one-timer fired. And that's a save by Tokarski. Carr in the corner. 1:49 left to go. Down the ice. It will not get to the empty net. It will be an icing on Charlotte again.
That's a good icing. You take that all day long. It was a hard defensive zone battle by the Checkers. Good relief of pressure there. Good to take a little bit of a breather before this next face-off.
Rocky Thompson, the head coach of the Wolves, is trying to get something drawn up. I don't blame him. You use the time you have available to you, but they did not call a timeout, so linesman telling him, let's go.
How about that hit by Patrick Brown? Absolutely erases the Chicago Wolves player in front of the net. No chance for him to score when you're on the ice like that.
Face off to the left of Tokarski. Biggest of the game. Here we go, baby. 4-3 lead for Charlotte. Brown. And they win it. They ice it again, though. Is that the play they wanted to make? With 1:37 to go. They won the face-off, which is key, but I know they didn't want to ice it again.
Sure wasn't intentional all the way down ice, but better too long than not long enough. If that doesn't get out, that's a dangerous play.
One thing you got to remember, if they do win it to the defense, whatever you do, make sure you clear, but don't clear it over the glass. You don't want to take a penalty now because you're gripping your stick too tight. 1:37 to go. 4-3 lead. Brown in the face-off dot. Fired on Tokarski's. The Checkers couldn't hold for a moment. High, flipped out to center ice. Yurko up ahead to the empty net. No, won't get there. Tynan will settle the rolling puck, and the Checkers can make a change. And they're doing it now. But Chicago right to left, and they're trying the entry. They're over the logo. Now they're in. On the far boards. Whipping it around the dasher. On the point for Haig. Haig taking a look. Down the left side. Chicago set up. They have it on the point. Coughlin to the right wing side. Wants it back for the one-timer. Fired. Blocked. Traffic in front. Get the puck out. And they have a chance to ice the game. Podorowski scores! This series is going to be all tied up in one. Podorowski with the dagger will win it.
Yeah, so the third period, I thought we didn't sit back, and that's something that you can get into a habit of when you have a lead, is you can sit back. We didn't do that. We pushed the pace. We had chance to open the game up. I remember we had some great opportunities to score goals, and we just didn't do it. Potsy scores the empty netter, and again, I talked about it earlier. He's a guy that's calm. He doesn't panic with pucks in the wall. He's got great skill, great vision. Nicky's out there. I think it was a 5-on-6, and he was our center in that spot, and was just really good at finding Potsy. Potsy buries it from a distance, I believe, and was a big goal for us.
One more chance. The Checkers hold on. Mattheos trying to get the puck out. 45 seconds left to go. This building in a frenzy. Chicago doing what they can. Charlotte with a 2-goal advantage and 37 seconds left to go. Off the glass to center ice. Mattheos with a chance of the empty net. He'll race after the puck. He'll hold it on the boards now, eating up even more time. On the point, McEwen fires a shot as he should. Hit bodies in front. Mattheos now in the next 19 seconds. Charlotte's going to win this hockey game, folks. And they're going to win it on a late goal by Yurko. And the empty net by Podorowski. 5 seconds left. Let's let the fans count you down. One more brawl, of course. But this baby's all over. And there's punches being thrown.
It's playoffs. Emotions run high. It was a physical series. It started off physical, teams that didn't know each other. And we're fighting for a championship. So, I remember McKenzie takes a run or hits someone from behind by the penalty box, and things escalated pretty quickly. I do believe he got suspended, maybe a game. I can't remember exactly, but one of their better players, I think one of their leaders. So unfortunately for them, they lost him. But again, going back to that time with a second left in the game, we knew it was going to be a hard-fought contest, and we were going back to their building, and they weren't going to lay over.
One more face-off, and this game is over. It's over. The series is tied at 1. And the Checkers are 3 wins away from a Calder Cup championship. Huge win and a total team effort. You and I said this third period had to be their best. Is there any doubt about it? Was that their best, at least defensively, and then getting some chances offensively as well? They shut it down.